Hey everyone, Catherine here. I felt compelled to make this video after making my 10-month on the road update video just a couple of weeks ago, because there was some interesting speculation in the comments with regards to how I earn my money from the road. Things like I am surviving out here on alimony payments to, maybe I'm just independently wealthy, etc. So I thought it would be great to take this opportunity to let you know exactly how I support myself from the road. First things first, I want to talk about how I got started on this journey and how I was able to hit the road in the first place. I saved for over a year to purchase my rig. I bought a used truck which had over 200,000 miles on it, a Chevy Silverado 2500 HD Duramax diesel, and I purchased a used Lance 825 light truck camper off of Craigslist for $5,300. I paid cash. Unfortunately, those wouldn't be my only expenses with the truck and the camper, being that they are older and did need some additional repairs along the way. Also, I had enough in my savings so that I could potentially live a year to a year and a half without generating any additional revenue if necessary. That would afford me some time to generate other revenue streams from the road. So let's jump into it. I will first start with my three main sources of revenue. The first one I'll talk about is digital marketing. I do digital marketing remotely from the road. When I quit my job back in May of 2019, I put together a proposal for my former employer to continue to do the digital marketing for the company. I was the marketing director at their company, and I did all of the physical as well as digital marketing. So what I did was I put together a package to continue to do just the digital portion of the marketing that I could do from anywhere in the world as long as I have a computer and some Wi-Fi. Luckily for me, they went for it, and I am currently doing their digital marketing as an independent contractor. It's not a huge revenue stream. However, it is one that I can count on not to fluctuate, and I can count on it every month. It obviously is work though, so I do have to find time to complete my tasks and also to find areas that have Wi-Fi service or that I'm able to use my phone as a hotspot so that I can accomplish those tasks. And what that involves is doing their blogging, using keywords specific to the company to keep us on the front page of Google, and also to update all of the social media accounts. I'm very grateful that I was able to leave the company on good terms and that they did want to continue to utilize my services. So thank you. You know who you are. The second largest source of revenue is my YouTube ad revenue. Now, I have had some people criticize me for putting ads at the beginning of the videos. And I know that there are a segment of people out there that don't think that content creators should receive any kind of monetary compensation for the videos that they produce for YouTube. I think that notion is absolutely preposterous. There is a ton of work involved in creating these videos. Not only filming them, which means taking extra camera gear on all of these adventures. That is actually probably the easiest part. The real work starts in the editing process, which can take anywhere from 10 hours to 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I'm a creative person by nature, and I really like to produce something beautiful. I take a lot of time sifting through music. I take my time editing, and I want to create something that I am proud of and that all of you out there will enjoy. It's not a process that I rush through. Currently, I only run an ad at the very beginning of my video. I know that there are people that run them throughout. However, for me, I feel like that would disrupt the mood of the video to have an ad thrown in the middle. At this time, YouTube pops in one non-skippable ad, and then I choose a skippable ad. So you don't even have to really watch the ad if you don't like to. You can just go ahead and skip it. However, it does help me if you do watch the ad the entire way through, or even click on it. That generates a little bit of revenue that will head my way. When I started out on my journey of living in my truck camper full-time, I had 8,000 subscribers, and I have now jumped up to 25,000 subscribers. Now that may seem like a lot, but it really isn't a lot in the YouTube world. And the one thing about the YouTube ad revenue is that it can fluctuate. And unfortunately, it just isn't a specific amount that you can absolutely count on each and every month. It definitely fluctuates. There are a lot of factors involved with that, and that has to do with the YouTube algorithms, whether your video is recommended, how many views you get. There's a lot involved, and I don't really fully understand it all. Hopefully, as my channel continues to grow, that will become a more and more viable source of revenue for me. And the last of the three main sources and largest sources of revenue for me is my Patreon page. For those of you that don't know what Patreon is, it is a place where people and subscribers can support creators. There are folks out there that find value in what I'm doing, or maybe what I'm doing inspires them in some way or brings some sort of joy to their life, and they feel compelled to help support me on this endeavor. In return for those people, I offer different levels of incentive depending on what they would like to donate. And on my Patreon page, I create content specifically for my patrons, and that could be anything like behind the scenes footage, question and answer, sneak peeks of upcoming videos, or just photos and backstories of maybe where I am currently at. So they get a little bit extra from what you might see on my YouTube channel. Their support is invaluable, and I do use some of that revenue in order to create better videos for all of you. I recently purchased a new mic system, which I'm using right now. I have upgraded to 4K since I've been on the road full time. I want to continue to strive to make better videos and just get better at my craft as I go. That is also a number that can fluctuate depending on whether a patron decides to stay or leave or adjust their donation amount. So those are the big three: digital marketing from the road as an independent contractor, YouTube ad revenue, and Patreon donations. I have a few other sources that generate income, but on a much smaller scale. I've been a freelance photographer for many years in addition to what was my day job, and just recently I rebuilt my website so that my images are available for purchase from my travels and from all of my adventures. And there are various different formats that you can get. You can purchase the prints in, such as phone cases, metal, you can purchase canvas, just regular prints. However, I do utilize a third party to fulfill the orders, which they do take a cut. So my cut isn't a whole lot after the purchase, but it does help. Shameless plug, if you'd like to check out my website and what images are available for purchase, it is KatherineGregoryAdventures.com, and I will also link that in the description below. I also make a little bit of cash here and there through affiliate links. I usually list in my description box of all my videos all of the gear that I use, and attached to that are links. And if you use those links to make purchases yourself, I make a little bit off of each of those sales. But hey, that could pay for camping one night, it could pay for some gas or a couple of meals. So for me, just for copying and pasting the links into my descriptions and pretty much doing nothing else, it's a nice little way to make a few extra dollars. And lastly, I occasionally will receive a one-time PayPal donation, but that can come at any time and in any amount. And I do want to thank all of the people who, out of the kindness of their hearts, enjoy what I'm doing out here and find themselves compelled to help me out in some small way. So thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you. So that's it. That's how I make my money from the road. And my expenses are not huge living this lifestyle. I don't have to make a ton of money to live this lifestyle. I don't have a rent payment. I don't have a mortgage payment. My biggest expenses are food, gas, phone, car insurance, and those are pretty much my biggest expenses. I do have some other additional expenses like subscriptions. You know, I have entertainment like Netflix and things like that. I also have some editing software subscriptions, but really I don't have a whole lot of expenses. I currently am without health insurance, so I'm hoping down the road that I will be able to pick up some health insurance. I know it's not good not to have it, but I'm working on getting that taken care of, hopefully very soon. As you can see, you don't have to be rich to live this lifestyle, and there are many ways that you can save money by either traveling less, staying in one spot for a while, making sure to plan your route so that you're not wasting gas. There are many options for people who live the nomadic lifestyle. If you have suggestions of how to make money living on the road, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Well, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you found that interesting. A way that you can help that costs no money at all is to just hit that like button on my videos, share videos, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for your support. It means the world to me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.